opinion, do you think Shane Van Gisbergen is the best road course driver in NASCAR history? What's your thoughts?
And it's tough to put that label on the guy, 2 seasons into driving stock cars. But the conversation is warranted, and I think time will tell.
NASCAR is buzzing with drama right now. Shane Van Gisbergen, known as the Road Course King, is getting more spotlight than ever. Big names like Michael McDowell and Jimmie Johnson are speaking out, and the tension is thick. Fans see SVG on top, but inside the garage, things are shifting. The big question, is his reign already at risk? Here's the deal. For 3 seasons, Shane Van Gisbergen has dominated road courses. Ever since his surprise win at Chicago, he's made every street and road track look like his own territory. Fans cheer, headlines pile up, and his name is everywhere. But things are changing. Other drivers are talking. They respect his talent, but they don't think his winning streak will last. They believe the competition is catching up and the gap will close. Today, we're breaking down SVG's rise, why his rivals are frustrated, and how the upcoming races could change the story entirely. Shane Van Gisbergen isn't just some newcomer anymore. He's a 3-time Supercars champ from New Zealand who came to the US ready to win. In his very first Cup Series race at Chicago, he stunned everyone, not just by racing hard, but by taking the checkered flag. That single race made him a star overnight. Since then, every road course has been his playground. Sonoma, Mexico, the Roval. SVG's been near the front almost every time. He drives differently than most. He brakes later, takes corners his own way, and hits the gas earlier. On paper, it's just small differences, a few feet here and there. But lap after lap, those small moves add up, giving him a solid lead. Fans see him as nearly unstoppable. Sponsors see a rising star. But in the garage, some drivers are getting frustrated. Michael McDowell knows road courses as well as anyone. He's won at the Indy Road Course, raced open-wheel cars, and built a reputation as one of NASCAR's best on these tracks. So when he talks about Shane, people listen. In an interview with the San Diego Union Tribune, McDowell said, "What he's doing right now is incredible, but he's not Superman." He explained that SVG's edge comes from small details, braking a bit later, turning a little differently, and getting on the gas just a bit sooner. Those moves only give him a few feet per lap, but over the course of a race, they add up. Still, McDowell thinks that edge won't last forever. He says SVG is pushing everyone harder. Right now, SVG looks tough to beat, but McDowell warns once the other drivers figure him out, things could change quickly. One reason SVG took off so fast is the next-gen car NASCAR introduced in 2022. It feels a lot like the supercars he raced back home in Australia and New Zealand. It has features like independent rear suspension and a gear system similar to what he's used to. That's why he looked comfortable right away. But here's the twist. SVG has also won in the Xfinity Series, where the cars are closer to the older Cup style. That proves he's not just lucky with one type of car, he can win in different setups, making him even harder to beat. Still, drivers like McDowell believe the gap will shrink as everyone learns his braking points, turning style, and throttle control. The big question is, how long will that take? Now let's bring in Jimmie Johnson. He's a 7-time Cup champion and a NASCAR legend. When he talks, people listen. Johnson was asked if SVG might already be the greatest road racer ever, the GOAT. His answer was careful but clear. It's tough to crown the GOAT after just 2 seasons. Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart were amazing on road courses, but the argument that SVG is the best ever is valid. He's on a different level. Johnson gives credit where it's due. He admits the numbers are impressive, but reminds us that legends like Gordon and Stewart built their legacies over 10 years or more. SVG has only been here for 2. Johnson says if SVG keeps winning for 5 or 10 years, then the GOAT talk makes sense. For now, it's too soon. That's the balance. Respect for SVG's talent, but caution about rushing to crown him. SVG's run isn't just about stats. It's about the vibe in the garage. Drivers talk, teams whisper, and right now, there's tension in the air. Michael McDowell's words may sound respectful, but they also come with a warning. He's not Superman. Translation, don't put him above the rest just yet. Other drivers say the same quietly. Everyone can see SVG's data. NASCAR shares road course info with all teams. They watch his braking, throttle use, and corner entries. But even with all that, no one has caught him. That frustrates veteran drivers. They feel like they should have figured it out by now. It adds pressure. Every win by SVG makes the rest look slower, like they can't adapt. And in NASCAR, egos matter as much as speed. McDowell isn't just talking from the sidelines. He's been in the fight. In Mexico, he He had a car strong enough to battle SVG, but a caution at the wrong time gave SVG the edge. In Chicago, McDowell led laps ahead of SVG before car trouble knocked him out. Those moments fueled McDowell's belief. He thinks SVG can be beaten and that timing and luck have made the gap look bigger than it really is. To McDowell, SVG isn't Superman, just a driver ahead for now. Next up, NASCAR is adding a brand new street course in San Diego at Coronado Air Force Base. The Chicago street race, where SVG shocked the world, is gone. Now, all eyes turn to San Diego. Here's the big story. Before the course is even finished, SVG is already the favorite. That shows how strong his name is right now. But rivals like McDowell see this as their chance. A new track means everyone starts fresh. No one has experience. Can SVG still win big when the playing field is level? That's the next big test, and it won't be easy. So, what does all this mean? SVG has shaken NASCAR like few outsiders ever have. He's forced Cup veterans to change how they drive. He's made fans care about road courses again and started debates that cut deep into NASCAR tradition. But the backlash is real. Drivers don't like being overshadowed. Legends don't want history written too fast. And fans are split. Some love watching SVG's rise. Others think the hype is too much too soon. That tension is what makes this story so exciting. It's not just about wins. It's about pride, respect, and the future of the sport. So here's where things stand. Shane Van Gisbergen is on top right now, but the pressure is building. Michael McDowell says his edge won't last. Jimmie Johnson says it's too early to crown him the GOAT. Other drivers quietly share the same doubts. SVG has made NASCAR unpredictable, and that's why fans can't look away. But the big question now is simple. Will he keep proving them wrong, or will the rest of the field finally catch up? Drop your thoughts below. Is SVG the real deal, or is his dominance about to end? Hit that like button if you think the battles are just getting started, and subscribe so you don't miss the next big twist in this wild NASCAR story. Because one thing's for sure, this fight is far from over.